coronavirus has impacted on all of us. Sadly, there are some who have lost their lives. My thoughts and prayers are with them, their families and friends. The strength of Coventry's communities is evident as they came out together with elected members, council staff, community organisation and partners to support the vulnerable, the elderly and those who are shielding. I would like to give a special thanks to the NHS workers and other key workers who have worked in difficult conditions to save lives and provide for our daily needs. It is crucial we all continue to follow the government guidelines.
The city of Coventry and this cathedral in particular have become known as symbols of peace and reconciliation. We discovered here the damage that's caused when people turn against each other. But we also discovered the hope that can flower when we turn towards one another and towards God. And so in this time of global pandemic, we are learning again how to turn towards each other. May you know the grace and the strength to turn towards your neighbours. And we pray that you will be inspired by these testimonies to do that wherever you are.
And I would like to send my warm wishes and warm greetings to all our Sikh brothers, sisters, colleagues and community for the festival of Vaisakhi. And Vaisakhi signifies something very, very beautiful. It signifies freedom of belief, freedom of expression, and ultimately the rejection of making any kind of distinction between races, tribes and ethnicities. It's one of the most cherished traditions in Sikhism, and it signifies a time of renewal, refreshment, reflection and devotion. And during this period, you will find that across the world, gurdwaras will be fantastically and very beautifully decorated, and services are held in the morning, followed by a very colourful procession passing through the streets. This atmosphere alone fosters a beautiful sense of unity, which is open to all to gather and take part.
I was privileged last year to join in the Vaisakhi walk around Fossil, and I witnessed the joy and the generosity of this season, with the emphasis on langar and community. And that spirit of generosity, resilience and devotion is so important and an example to us all.
Here in Coventry, all of the Gurdwara have been working hard together to support our communities. At Guru Nanak Prakash Gurdwara, the car parks have been made free for all NH workers and key workers. Deliveries of groceries and of cooked meals are being made on a regular basis. The congregation, the Sangat, have been praying for all of humanity in their homes and making donations to all charities. So this year, Vaisakhi may have looked different, but the feeling of being warriors, being caring, providing support and being together has been overwhelming. This is known as Sikhi.
We would like to wish the members of the Jewish community a joyous and kosher Pesach. Pesach, or Passover, is a festival which remembers a difficult time in the history of the Jewish people, a time where members of the Jewish community in Egypt were oppressed and persecuted by a tyrannical emperor. But ultimately they were led to their freedom by Moses and the grace of God. And so Pesach is an opportunity to experience through seeing, tasting and feeling what it might have been like for those persecuted Jewish people in Egypt, and how their love and faith in God was their ultimate support and strength, which led to their freedom.
It is my honor to send Easter greetings to the Christian community in Coventry. Easter is a very important festival when Christians celebrate the victory of God and His people over sin and death through the resurrection of Jesus Christ.
Churches across the country are saying similar things. Our buildings may be closed, but the church is very much alive, and this is true in Coventry. Churches are live streaming their Sunday services. Local Christians are delivering food in their communities. The church has had to change the way it does things, but what remains unchanged is our commitment to love God and love our neighbours, whoever they are.
I hope this will encourage the Christian community and all of us that good things will return. Easter testifies to the promise of renewed life. We wish you all a renewal of life, love and joy even in these challenging times.
I would like to offer my greetings and best wishes to the Hindu community for the festival of Ram Navami. This is when Hindus celebrate the birth of their Lord Ram. Ram Navami is celebrated in various ways by many Hindus, whether by fasting, by prayers, and the lighting of candles. Many traditions hold that light removes darkness, and similarly, the Hindu community believe that it is their task to remove darkness with the light of knowledge. And so I would like to share my very best wishes with all the Hindu community, knowing that we all struggle together through this crisis.
The Coventry Hindu community has kept themselves very active by ringing each other and keeping their mind, body and spirits high. Our priest has been conducting daily rituals via video link. Our community has been donating to various charities and banks. Some of us are doing video link exercise and yoga programs to keep our community in good health.
I know that Ramadan is a month of fasting, but also a month when Muslims across the world make sacrifices and use this period to reflect on their spiritual growth. It is a time when they are more devoted to their prayers and get closer to Allah. It is a time for families, friends and communities to get together and celebrate this month with each other.
I want to share with you how Muslim families have adapted their homes this year to say their 5 times prayers during the month of Ramadan. Normally, people would be going to their mosques, but unfortunately, this year with COVID-19 pandemic and lockdown, this is not possible. So what people have done is identified a room in their homes which they call the prayer room, so they can continue to say their prayers in congregation with their family members. And also in this room, we've got our Arabic Quran and prayer beads, etc., so that we can sit in this room through the month and celebrate and say our prayers.
At the end of this month of Ramadan, Muslims celebrate on a day called Eid al-Fitr, when again they dress up in their best clothes and make special food to share with their families and friends. They thank Allah for his blessings during the month of Ramadan and seek to get rewards for all their sacrifices and devotion. Ramadan Mubarak and Eid Mubarak to all my Muslim friends and colleagues.
Coventry University and the Centre for Trust, Peace and Social Relations is leading the way in providing education that can inspire and transform. But here in Coventry, we do things together. So, the university, schools, colleges, community organisations, mosques, mandirs, gurudwaras and churches, all together we provide education that can lead to a more peaceful, more equal and more just world.
Coventry is known for pulling together in tough times, from our resilience following the Blitz to the incredible response of our faith communities during the current pandemic. We are really looking forwards to 2021 and building a city of culture that celebrates hope and puts our communities at the forefront of a wonderful year of culture and creativity.
We are in exceptional times, but I've been blown away by the countless good deeds undertaken by our local communities and our faith leaders. It is more important than ever that we stand together and for us to remain strong. Through the work that we do, I have seen faith play a vital part in our quest to beat COVID-19. The work of the Places of Peace project has been instrumental in helping each other, irrespective of our faith and belief. In fact, it is through our shared understanding, our different traditions, but with a common goal, that has kept us together. There is nothing more stronger whether you are a person who has little or no faith, or whether you attend a mosque, gurdwara, temple or church. I know that in Coventry we have been healing, providing hope and bringing happiness. We need to remain strong, be united and follow government advice.
Together we can.
Together we can.
Together we can.
What is happening next with the Coventry Sacred Space project? Well, one of the things we want to do next is to bring people together in conversations so that they can have conversations about really important issues such as hope, peace and reconciliation, social justice and community cohesion. We'd also like to include our schools in the project more, so we've written 2 lessons. The first one focuses on what is sacred, and it encourages people to think about what do we mean when we say sacred. What is sacred to them? What is sacred to others? The second lesson involves the golden rules of religions, to think about what those rules are, how they're similar, and how they can teach us to take care of each other and how we should treat each other.
I believe we can come out of this stronger to celebrate the future together.
Together we can.
Together we can.
Together we can.
It gives me great pleasure on behalf of TIA, Together in Action, the Coventry Sacred Space Initiative and SACRE, to thank everyone for taking part in the making of this film. Our purpose is to share how the communities and religious organisations have come together to serve all sections of need in our city. Together, we are stronger. We are one Coventry. It's our Coventry. It's our city.
Together we can.
We will get through this.
An honour to conclude this video after hearing from such a distinguished lineup of leaders. And what you draw from that is just the incredible way in which Coventry has come together during the last few months of the pandemic. And we've heard of incredible community activities. And we've heard of from the faith leaders in the way in which they've all adapted, but still be able to celebrate their big events. So whether it be Passover, Easter, Eid, or indeed Baisakhi, the way in which everyone has adapted, but still the Spirit has shone through. So I just want to say a huge thank you for what everybody has done, and of course to say, let's make sure we hold on to this spirit of togetherness as we go forward in hopefully more normal times. Thanks for what you've done.